kind of have to come to a conclusion of what the best solution might be. So this is kind of biased, but it makes sense if you're just building something like a Claude Code feature for your internal system. The PM role is shifting from coordinating multi-month roadmaps. So kind of similar to the thing above, but like, yes, multi-quarter roadmaps might not be as important, but it's also like, how are we going to deliver something with taste, which is what they're saying in number 3 as well, which is like, not all engineers have it, and engineers are really more important in my opinion for like security and reliability and building scalable software. And that's where you can also have like a product person who brings the taste, and you want your engineers to have it, but in terms of like what the trade-offs are, like you do really want engineers who understand computer science and understand software fundamentals, like the Matt Pocock video we talked about. So maybe the roles are merging a little bit, and it's always good to have generalists, especially at startups, but still you want people who are really engineering driven, not necessarily always fully product driven. And that's where you have subject matter experts, and that's where you have DDD and ubiquitous language. Build products that are on the edge of working. This is super fascinating. I totally agree with this. This is where like, Cursor started in 2023 and now is getting acquired for 60 billion potentially. And just all of these products that are being built right now, AI is going to catch up to them eventually. Maybe Yan LeCun's right, and like LLMs won't reach the full potential and we'll have to move to a different model. But it is really cool and interesting to see how harnesses are being built right now around these systems that might not necessarily have been there, or like, were built on GPT 3.5, but now have really caught up because of Opus. So I totally agree with this. And it's really cool to like imagine a future where AI gets better, and then you have the harnesses, or you have the tools, or the network effects, or the underlying systems that can really be caught up once the AI gets there. And then for number 9, the future of work is managing fleets of AI agents, not doing the work yourself. People agree with this. I tend to agree with this as well, where it's like, you're not going to be reviewing every line of code. If you look at like what people did when they built compilers, it's like nobody reads the assembly anymore, but it's also like the people that were building the compilers still need to read the assembly, So in my opinion, as long as we're still using the existing systems like GitHub, TypeScript, etc., and generated code, HTML, JavaScript, databases, you still kind of have to understand how the systems work under the hood. You can't fully trust that like a written report from AI or a specific chat response is going to be the source of truth. Like the code that's actually running and the systems that exist are going to be the source of truth. So you can run 50 to 100 tasks simultaneously, but I just don't really know what the value of that output is going to be. And it's going to be so cognitively overwhelming to review that I still think there is kind of a synchronous workflow that happens in coding, but I could be wrong. I know one of my colleagues really believes in the idea of like these overnight Ralph loops, and he really believes that's where the future's headed, or even the future is there now. But I experimented with it. I kind of just woke up to a bunch of drafts PRs that were really complicated to review, and I felt like I just still had to do a lot of the work myself, and it makes a lot more sense to me to still kind of like drive the features forward or drive the tickets forward, but use AI to just do the coding and then review at the end. But I don't know, it's definitely something that I might be a skill issue on my end, so we'll have to see how we catch up. But still pretty interesting to get the inside baseball though from the Anthropic team.